Look at that clean shaven face there. All right, look, folks, I know it's tough to take me serious with this on my face, but let's talk serious for a sec. Men, we're dying too young. On average, men die 6 years earlier than women. And there's a movement that's been going on since 2003 to help raise awareness to reverse that tide by helping men raise awareness men's conditions that affect us and conditions that may not be getting a lot of attention. We're talking about the Movember movement. There we go. See, we got two mustaches on deck here. This is my buddy here. Appreciate seeing you.
Spectacular.
Dr. Kazryan here. This is Movember. This is the 1 month out of the year that men and dudes can sport a mustache and get away with it, right?
That's spectacular.
I know. Let's talk about this.
Fun month.
I've been getting a little bit of pushback on mine because I grew out the whole beard out and I shaved. And you're supposed to start November 1st.
I do the same thing.
I'll
tell you, for me, it's the thing because the growing a mustache from scratch is not an easy process, and you do get a lot of pushback.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you, it gets attention because people ask you what you're doing. I, like you, have a hard time taking me seriously, and then sometimes you get glimpses of yourself in the window, and I'm in meetings. This week I was in San Francisco for a meeting, and I'm having serious discussions, and I'm like, how are these people taking me seriously? But it sparks a discussion because I find myself kind of explaining why I'm growing a mustache, and then before people were wondering why. Now they understand and they know what the Movember movement is, and sometimes you actually see a lot of people within the offices that are doing that, and that has changed. This all started
since 2003.
2003. It's really interesting. Two guys in Melbourne, Australia, were sitting in the bar, and almost as a dare, they were lamenting the loss of the glorious mustache and common fashion sensibilities. So almost as a dare, they're like, "Can we get our friends to grow a mustache?" And they got 30 of their mates to grow a mustache, and they thought, hey, could we raise money to do this? And that grew into 450 the next year, and now we got more than 3 million. Yeah,
what did it say? Yeah, over 5 million Mobros and Mo sisters to date.
Amazing, and they raised money. They associate with the prostate cancer movement in Australia. Yeah. Now they went to the UK, and it's grown in the United States. And now the guys that originally started it took so much of their time. They quit their day jobs and devoted to this, and it's made a big difference.
It's a worldwide movement, and it is helping because it's raising money for, and it's not just prostate cancer and different. It's all men's health, and one of the really big ones I clicked on it when I signed up on Movember was mental health.
Absolutely, and people forget about that. So people initially think about prostate cancer, which again affects 1 out of 8 men now, and testicular cancer, but actually the mental health component predated the testicular cancer movement. And mental health, fortunately and wonderfully over the past few years, has gotten a lot of positive attention. Before it was a unspoken disease process. No one spoke about it. People that had it did not want to be labeled as such. Now we can talk about it. And we hope that we continue to improve the openness with which we can continue to talk about it, so people who are suffering don't feel like they can't discuss it, and people that see someone that may be in need can approach them and ask, do you need help? And hopefully these open the door where things like this, I would assume that this may not be the most open door.
I think it's beautiful.
I like the way you upturn things.
Mine's twisting on the sides, and I do. My buddies that come up to me and everybody, you're talking about the mustache, and I talk about men's health, and it's something that we've always had a problem with men, is not being open about our health, and maybe that is why we're dying younger and stuff, because we don't tell our docs, and you talk about this all the time.
Absolutely. Guys,
tell your docs everything. It's the only way you can really get a full evaluation.
I'll tell you the thing that is important for men to do in general, and for the women who care about their men. I think health is a community issue. Talk to the people you care about your health, and it's a two-way street. I think we need to be mindful about sharing on a multiple aspect. Our social community involves our friends and our family, and that needs to grow, and it needs to include discussions of health, and we need to get there quicker. And again, doctors are the worst at this, so we don't need to be hypocritical on that front as well. Men are men, and we show up to the doctor late. Women are much better at this, but sometimes women themselves actually are taking care of everyone else, so they suffer with this as well, but they realize it. And so we can learn from from this. So for the Movember movement, I think if you can use this month as your springboard, as the month that maybe this month, in addition to growing a mustache, maybe this is when you set all your screenings. You go to your primary care doctor, start the conversation. Doesn't necessarily need to be just prostate cancer, testicular cancer, mental health, or even physical inactivity. Maybe this is when you said this is the time of the year that I go get all my checkups. If you want to grow a mustache, great, spectacular. But this could be the time where you go talk to your doctor and talk to your friend, get your social network, all of you go get checked out.
Good stuff. Appreciate it, Doc.
Yeah, spectacular
Keep it going.
mustache.
We'll be doing this each week throughout November here. Thanks, Dr. K, for all this information. And men out there, get to your doctors, tell them everything, and let's use this movement to make a difference in our lives.
Take all your friends.
And go to Dr. Kaz Ryan's website, which is KazRyanUrology.com. You can also talk directly to Dr. Kaz Ryan by calling into his radio show. It's called The Conversation, and it's live every Saturday from 5 to 6.